All right, guys, so I want to welcome you to our first Kubb game of the season. It is May 16th, 2019, and I want to let you all know that this is real. I'm going to post this video in a year because none of you guys will believe me, but in May of this time next year, there's going to be all this shit. We're not allowed to be at a barbecue together or any kind of pizza party or nothing. So I just want to call that out now, like, suck it, Matt Groerig, or whatever the hell you pronounce his name.
Keep the mouse in the house.
Hey, put the mouse in the house.
Keep the mouse in the house.
You don't want that? Okay. All right, we won't do that.
Anyways, this is Kubb. Scottish Horseshoes. We're starting a league this year, by the way. This is going to be amazing. So,
are you going to be good?
Tanya and
What we gotta do? We gotta knock.
Tanya, Justin.
You guys gotta knock these down first.
Yes.
And then the middle one.
Nick should not be playing the first round.
Knock your last ones down there, and then the
All right, so we set up a court. We set up a court at 15 meters by 10 meters,
So that's it.
give or take.
So that's the whole thing.
So you guys have one stick.
The last down, and then
Grab your stick, Jonesy. You want to grab that stick?
What are we using?
get out of there, Avery.
Ouch.
Yeah, you gotta move
This,
up.
I don't want to hit you with it, buddy.
Oh, you gotta move up.
Because it's going to hurt.
All right. So throwers,
I love you too.
Listen.
What am I doing?
you're not doing anything.
Just gonna watch and see.
Throwers stand somewhere between his throwing. This is called the baseline.
Okay.
Hey, both teams.
I don't.
Nick, that's called the baseline. Baseline. Each team has a baseline. You have a series of knights that stand on your baseline. That in the center is the king. The thrower always stands somewhere on his or her own baseline or behind it, and you must throw vertically and underhand.
Vertically and underhand.
No overhand and no horizontal.
Sidearm,
You're correct.
no over, okay.
One person from each team throws the stick closest to the king as possible without hitting it. The team with the stick closest is the team that starts.
All right, so we got to start it. We got to.
So you guys take one.
That's
Yeah.
the king. Alright. Can you get it close to the king?
Underhand and vertical.
It's only about 12.8 ounces.
Girl, I'm done out.
Ah, you guys got
I
it.
think he.
You got it, bud.
Pretty close.
Go with them.
Okay.
Hey.
I need
Hey, girl.
6 sticks.
You need 6, so there's 2, 5.
Justin's
Justin, that's it.
Yep. I have 2 in the bag for spares. It gets more complicated.
I want to knock it
Slightly more
over. So
complicated.
I thought if you knock it over.
Each of you would most likely get 3. I don't care. You can throw. There's no specification on how many. They don't specify whether, like, Jonesy can throw 1 and Nick has to throw all 5.
Oh, okay, right.
or-
Anybody
You can
can
split
throw
them
any
evenly.
amount.
Most teams just split them evenly. So,
But the major point is hit those.
Knock him over.
so listen. I'm
Before we hit
gonna
this.
read that to you, Nick. I'm getting there.
We gotta hit those before
The-
we hit this.
The aim now is to knock down as many of the opposing team's knights as possible using the 6 throwing sticks.
Okay.
When all 6 sticks have been thrown, the turn passes to the other team, who take the knocked over knight, which is now called a movable knight, and they throw them between the baseline over the opponent's side. So let me go over that again.
Yeah, do.
So you guys are going to throw all 6 sticks. Why don't you guys throw all 6 sticks, and then we'll get to the movable knight
Try to
portion.
knock these guys, try to knock our guys down.
And you can't. Think of the king as the 8 ball. You can't knock it over unless it's appropriate for you to do so.
We gotta hit those over before we hit this, right? Kevin,
Yes.
we're gonna knock the back line over and then hit this one.
Yes, but all those have to be down, and then you'll. Yeah. And it gets a little more complicated, but that's your goal right now. That's your goal right now. Yeah.
We gotta hit all those. Step 1.
Step 1, knock our knights
And what do
over.
you get? Does that little dial count too?
No, those are the markers for the
Markers.
baseline
All right.
and the arena itself.
The Kubrina.
Kubrina.
3, 4,
5. There's 5 on either side. Correct.
5 we gotta knock over.
Jonesy, toss yours just so Nick just follows suit.
Why did you set yours?
Oh, that almost. Oh.
Go ahead.
So it is going to be tough.
He's
Damn.
going. He ain't getting it.
Nope.
You're up.
Ah, good for him. Is it my turn or so you got it?
No, it's your turn. You got to throw all sticks first.
6 sticks.
Woo! All right.
Now, did they knock any over?
No.
All right. Had they knocked any over from the opponent's, let's see here. The turn past the other team, who then takes them any knocked over knights, which become movable knights, and you throw them from the baseline over on the opponent's side. The knights must land within the playing area and are placed upright in the position. They can't go past the baseline, and they have to be past the knight.
So if they knock ours over, we can throw the ones that are knocked over in between the team
Correct.
and the baseline.
Right.
So then they have to set it up.
They set it up in the right upright position where they land. The throwing team has 2 attempts to get each knight to land within that area. So you have 2 attempts to make the knight get in that area.
Okay.
If they fail, the opposing team may place the knight wherever they like in the area, although it must be at least 1 stick length away from the king.
So then yeah, okay. So
Sure.
we need to get that far.
Sure.
So then we have to throw our 6 sticks.
You have to kind of
if
live the
we-
game a little bit.
If we knock anything over. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. 4. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Oh. Alright. So, you try to knock one of their guys over and I'll try.
Oh my god, that is the most awkward thing.
I know, it's not actually that easy. Without being able to whip it sideways.
I felt the other day. When I lost my entire thing, I felt over.
Huh? Yeah,
That's
go
it.
through, yeah. So I figure once you get one, you'll feel a little better about the second. Aw, almost.
I'm sorry.
Oh, get out of the way.
That girl did not look handicapped. She had a handicapped sticker in the car, and she looked like she was a fitness instructor.
Yeah.
It did.
Oh! Well, I got him farther. Everybody else was giving him way too much.
Well, we still got 5 alive, so I guess.
Yeah, you guys can go, and if we can't move forward, so somebody knocks something over.
That's what she said.
Oh, Kevin.
Don't knock your own knights over. It's like sinking your own balls in pool.
Doesn't work.
That's also what she said.
Oh, wait.
But ain't.
But
Oh,
there's
good
a big shoots and
one.
scores.
Woo!
we're gonna start with Kubb League this year.
Oh, I thought
I got
was gonna
a
hit.
couple years ago. I got the county clerk's son hooked on it, and he got his dad hooked. So now they play Kubb. And he runs a chess league, so he was like, "Dude, we need to do a league on this." I mean, they're Vikings that did this. The game originally was called Skulls and Femurs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you translate Kubb, I guess, or whatever they used to call it, the Vikings would come over and rape and pillage, and then they would take all the bodies of the people they killed.
Good.
They would take all the bodies of the people and let the dogs pick the meat off. And they would take the skulls and set them up as the knights, and they would double stack the.
Come on,
like,
right.
the king.
Right.
Need some energy.
Me last summer.
But-
Tell me what I can't do, and I'll do it.
No. Oh. There's your energy. There's your energy. Take that energy. Focus. Focus.
All right.
Juicy fruit. All right. Now, you guys are gonna take.
Sorry.
You guys are gonna collect all your sticks. Nick. Yeah, Nick. Don't knock out. Well, you knocked over your knights.
I know they have to do their thing, so I got to pee while they're
No, you have
doing
to do
their.
your thing.
Wait, I have to do? Oh, we have to throw? I thought they got to throw it.
No, you throw. You have 2 attempts. Collect your sticks, and you have 2 attempts.
Before we have to start throwing it.
Yeah. You want Justin to handle this while you go?
No, she needs to learn.
Well, I thought you needed to pee.
No, I do, but if he is.
So you have two knights that have to be thrown.
Do I throw it right now? And I have to get them in between the king and their knight, right?
Yes. Hey, Nick, are you watching?
Mud around
Nick.
your house. You all die.
Jonesy, you know how to play, right?
I'm about to throw wooden blocks at people.
Oh no, they're throwing their knights. They're placing the knights now.
The whole new step.
Yeah, this is a whole new step. This is important. This is where it gets complicated. All right, now. Now you throw the knight. Obviously, during this time period, if they knock over any of your knights and they knock over the king, like no, it doesn't count. Yeah, I know. You got one more. You have 2 attempts per night to make them there. Obviously, you don't get to now have 3 on this one. You have,
Yes.
that doesn't count.
Oh, but I still did it, so I feel
So
good
here's
about
one more
that.
attempt to make that knight.
Woo.
Well, you should have stood in front of me.
Oh, that's right. I still have to make
You
it
have one more
inside.
attempt, otherwise they get to.
Okay, inside the. I won't.
There we go.
Alright.
Now the knights get stood up
No.
where they were.
Don't put your
Technically,
pizza
this
in
is your
it.
guys' job to stack the knights for the opposing team. Now, Team 2 now takes its turn to throw the sticks and knock over the knights at the baseline may not be hit. Let's see here. The baseline knights may not be hit or knocked over until all the movable ones have been knocked over. You have to now shoot at all those knights.
I have to shoot the 2 knights before I can hit the base knight.
Correct. This person's getting out.
Yeah, she is. I don't know who it is, but. She was like, why did you Okay, so I have to hit.
So now, yeah, you still have all 6. Boom. That's 1. So now if you accidentally knock over one of their base knights, no bueno, it doesn't count. You get stacked back up. If Nick is drunk and stumbles into one of his knights, that counts as a knockdown. So,
Bingo.
yeah. Remember, you still can't hit the king either.
Ah.
So Justin,
Go
you've
ahead,
got.
Justin, you can get that guy.
Oh, wait, get out of there.
Get out of the Cubatorium.
We don't want to use it.
He's got a couple.
Yeah, we
No
still
running
got
by
more
the pool.
sticks.
No peeing in the pool either.
Is there a car gonna run me down?
We're kind of hoping at this
Oh,
point.
almost. Just like, actually, just another like that. Just a little farther. Oh, damn. I know. Ah.
Now, this is the part you guys are not going to like. We are going to now. All right, so when the team has thrown all 6 of his stick, the turn passes to the first team,
Okay.
and the entire procedure is repeated. All knocked over knights are thrown in the opposing team's area. Let's see here, and are placed in the upright position. Movable knights, all right, blah blah blah. Knocked over. All right, so if the team fails to knock over the movable knights, the opposing team is allowed, for the time being, to move its baseline forward to the same level as the furthest knight. When the knight is knocked over, the baseline reverts to its usual position. Knocking over the baseline knights before all the movable knights have been knocked over does not count. The baseline knight is returned to its upright position. When the team manages to knock over all the knights on the opposing team's side,
What if
They-
we have
We have a tiny
The best-
instigator in the field.
the best person in the history of the world?
We got the baby streaker coming out.
Take whatever black I want.
all right, Josie, can you discard? Lindsay,
Nope, you have to put on the butt.
Kids want to see that. He wants to play. He wants to play too. He's on my team.
all right, Jonesy.
Yep.
Grab these. So the discarded knight is moved to the bone pile.
Jonesy's on your team. No. I know.
Okay,
But
so I
Jonesy's
need,
on my
grab
team.
these. All right, when the team manages to knock over all the knights of the opposing side's team, they must knock over the king. Throws at the king must always be made from the baseline. You can't stand at the new baseline and throw at the king. So if that's clear to everybody, so you guys can shoot from that line, but you're allowed to shoot from here temporarily until this movable knight is
I'm
moved.
going first.
You can't step past that. And you can shoot back from the baseline if you so choose.
All three?
You can't, you're supposed to shoot one at a time, man.
All three? One at a time, but all three I can do?
You can hit any one of those, yeah, because they don't have movable knights.
You want Yeah. All right.
Alderman Crawford, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh!
You do not have better aim than I do. Nope.
Some people don't like to shoot from the new baseline because they're throwing off their skill. Don't move
Am
the
I
knife.
allowed to go now?
Yes. I know, I just muted it.
Come on, what are you about to bar? Take down team?
We're grouping.
Yeah. Hey. We can't win them all.
But they get to keep shooting from that line until you guys...
We knocked that over.
Correct. Nick?
What are you doing?
I'm not touching anything. I'm just walking down here and taking a front. And enjoy myself from this side of the... I don't know why you guys are attacking. I just wanted to come down here and see what...
You can shoot, it's like kind of like beer pong though. You can shoot for your partner if they're going to take a piss.
Oh, yeah.
Because like I said, there is no rules. Like you can actually play, you don't, that's why they call them team 1, team 2. They don't specify. Like you can have 6 players on each team. You can have 8 and just rotate, you know what I mean? Like so each team does not have a team requirement. Minimum of 1. I mean maximum of whatever. You want 12 people on either side and everybody rotates every other turn?
It's
So
like,
now,
it's
Kevin,
like battle.
what you want.
Kevin, now I'm shooting at
Now you shoot at the baseline, correct. And anyone you make over, they have to do the same thing.
He ain't gonna get any of that.
Yes!
It's on you.
Oh, yeah, what?
Quinn!
She got the baseline. That's all good.
Well, it wasn't you though, Nick. She doesn't play for your team, so...
I don't care.
I mean, she's 4, so she hasn't picked the team yet, but...
That's good. We just move it across.
I did get one. Here, I'm not done.
He did it.
Get out
Nick.
of the crematorium.
Nick.
Where do I put it to make it right?
Put it right back where it was. And then we got to get Lennox off the field.
Do you take my place this round real quick?
I got one. Lady swapping 18 years, I don't care. I got one this round, go
Yeah,
ahead.
dude, that kid doesn't shoot. If you give him a whole piece of crust, he'll be like, let's see how many we can make. That's all we got to do.
Who owns here?
He's still got to throw.
You're first.
Goddamn kid has chips all over him. Nick, Lennox. Nick.
Oh, sorry.
We got one though. You have to, well, you got to place that one?
What? Yes. So, skull pile with that one. Normally you won't have a referee in the middle reading rule books, but so now
now
Jonesy,
you-
now you throw that one.
This one?
Yes. You have
Back from here, huh?
no, well you have 2 attempts.
Okay.
You have 2 attempts to throw that between the king and their baseline.
Only 2?
And you have to stay within the arena.
Where's the other? It says land in between.
Yeah, so anywhere in between. So that's strategy though. Like you want it close so you can hit it, but if you don't hit it, they get to stand as close to wherever you make it as possible.
I know I did the wrong.
So that's where the
further out.
you want further out, but if you don't hit it, you know what I mean? You can't hit any of their baseline until that one's gone. So you want to make it easy to hit, but you don't want to.
I got you.
He had like 2.5 pieces.
That's out.
We were at Grammy's house. And stuff on the finger. Well, who's going to push it down?
Oh.
Kind of hoping to blot her Nick a little bit. And just blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, then your team would stand it up.
Yep.
Now you guys have to hit that one before you can hit any of their baseline. Yeah, I'll put this up on the table. It'll be a fun little Because no,
Hit that one first.
I've never heard of it.
yeah, no, this is a fun game, man. People get addicted to this game like right after they learn how to play it. And it's funny because when I say mad people, I'm talking like people that I've introduced it to at barbecues, and they only play it because I'm the only one that has a Kubb set, which I replicated mine at a Home Depot.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean, with lumber. But I took off a buddy of mine had like a $228 kit that he bought, and it was all just pine block. So I just went down. I was like, oh, let's scoop pressure treated because it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get whatever. Like, took some dowels, cut them for stakes. Yard timber, like 1 yard, or I think maybe 1 to 2 yard timbers, 1.5 yard timbers will do it.
You can do it. You gotta throw all of them.
And you have to hit this one before you can hit these ones.
Oh. You need to just move over. Well, I don't want to tell them that, but.
Playing golf ball, Miley and Elwood.
No, too far that way. Let's go this way, right here.
She's not bugging you.
Almost.
I'm only 6 inches.
So now we can move up and shoot from
Mom, can I go over there?
that
Our
line.
post?
If we
Okay.
want to, because they didn't
You
knock
could,
that
yeah,
out.
that's the same thing that they were playing with you.
I was eating for the last time. So.
Let's do it.
Do it! Awesome!
Can he go with me?
Woo!
If you look both ways, we want to see your handstand. Not you, Nick.
When she's like,
You can do a cartwheel.
This guy's gonna break his
I gotta
arm.
wait a sec. Yeah, I can't do nothing until I watch this.
Okay.
All right, so we can stand up here.
Smoke. No smoking in the tutorial. The non-smoking tutorial.
Shut up.
Get back to your cubicle.
Yeah, get back to your cool.
Oh, come on! I feel like that almost touched it.
Almost touching it, don't touch.
Shut up. Oh, right. Oh, like, how? How did that even go over it without touching it? No smoking in the cubatorium.
Oh, yeah. Rule change.
Rule change.
There are no rules.
That one literally should have, ass over-ended. Uh-oh, Uncle Nick's out. He's sleeping in the first
Oh, I'll
one.
do it.
Ah!
Oh, whoop your ass.
Oh, God, I know.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh.
I know. That's where the kids get it from.
All right.
Nothing.
I know, watch out. June's got a vengeance.
Uncle Nick's gonna puke on somebody.
He's gonna be himself, I think. Ooh, almost. Yeah, you gotta hit that one before you hit the other one,
Oh, I do?
June.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that
gotta
one.
hit that one.
That's your movable knife.
Get him.
Get him. Come on, Kubbmeister. Ooh, that was like some.
It's like
Matrix.
literally, yeah, it was
went
very,
like
yeah, it
the
went,
wooden block went.
No. Ah, sons of bitches.
No running.
That's a good idea.
Oh!
Man.
He almost
He almost got the tomato.
Alright.
Is that extra points?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, we gotta.
I need his glasses. Or else he's gonna take away my $5.
Hold on.
Wait. There's a car coming. You can't just be running like that. My horn isn't working right now.
Woo! Thank you!
I can't horn. Now go ahead.
That's funny.
Alright.
You're like, we're so into it. We don't have a horn, but I want to let I'm gonna try the sideways thing.
Oh,
Oh, God, that was right there.
Oh.
He touched it.
Oh. I'm liking the technique though.
I just want you to do it.
Not even looking.
You got more surface
Oh, you
area.
gotta get a little.
Go!
It just said you had to throw vertical and underhand.
Yeah, it didn't say.
Vertical and underhand.
It doesn't say you couldn't throw it.
You can't throw it horizontally and underhand.
Oh.
Hey,
You have to throw it.
Go. You got one more. You can throw like.
Shut up, Kevin.
I like it.
Ow!
Rules were made.
Rules are made to be broken. Here we are breaking rules.
What we got? You got
Is this tutorial still going?
Yeah.
Because we
we
break
got
the
the
rules.
dust.
You breaking the rules.
Oh, that's real complicated. Right now we gotta hit that one.
Good job!
That's what I'm
Okay,
talking
watch
about.
out, Justin.
Femurs and skulls.
Femurs, because that's what's gonna get hit. Is your femur or your skull.
Yeah.
I'm a hide behind the tree.
like Tony was ordering a pizza, so the pizza guy called me first. I wasn't even thinking. I was like, "Oh, Mikey called me," and then the lawyers called me, and then one of them, the wife calls, and then the lawyer calls, and I'm like, "Oh Jesus, what am I missing? Am I on fire?"
Oh, almost. Am I on fire?
Am I on fire? No one told me.
Okay, so they knocked the one down, but they didn't knock anybody else
So
down.
this goes to the skull pile,
Okay.
No.
or the night pile, whatever.
Okay.
Then our baseline is ruined.
Oh,
Your
we don't
baseline
have
is
nothing.
your baseline is reverted back to its normal.
Is that those? Is that points for them?
No. The only time you the winning team, there's no points.
Okay.
The winning team has to knock down the knights.
Okay. Oh,
That's sort of
okay.
the
So
king,
when
okay.
all the knights are down.
Knock down, you can shoot for the
Oh,
8
okay.
ball or the knight or the king.
Okay.
So it's a
Oh, no,
Skip it.
Okay.
Is somebody has Uncle Nick been over?
He's over there.
He's over in the church. In the
Yeah.
church. He's having
You
fun.
got fired.
I was kind of hoping somebody did that when we started the video.
June's doing better.
Yeah.
Woo!
You know what's funny is that lady wasn't being rude though. She literally was not paying attention. But it shows you like how many drivers out there. Like
Don't
when you
pay
play
attention.
games like this, it shows.
She's like, look at all the
Hey,
people
quit.
outside.
Quit.
When?
Did you look both ways? Come back.
No, she did not.
No.
Oh, look, and there's the car. Oh.
It's not smoothed up from the reservoir.
All right.
Yeah.
They were too embarrassed to honk. They were laughing.
I lost that one.
You did, yeah. If you knocked over the knight, it's game over.
Ate that popcorn.
Oh, that's the 8 ball.
My hands are soft.
Uh-oh.
Somebody
Oh, no.
Yeah, here comes the car. Stay there.
Oh, come on.
Run.
A team must have at least 2 throwing sticks left.
Watch out, June. Apparently I'm crazy.
All right.
Avery, be nice. Wait. There's a car coming. I don't know what you're doing. You have to stay.
That is like the third person who cheers us instead of honks us.
I feel like I live in Texas, and I love it. I love it.
We did very poorly on that.
Yeah, you can't get a DWI in a trailer park. Those are private roads off the skirt.
Again, if you're going to close the bars, well, they say if you're going to close the bars out or legalize
My sister,
public
cousins,
drinking.
family for 10 years.
So just so everybody knows, if the king is knocked over, right here in the rule book,
Which,
if the king is knocked over before all the knights have been knocked over, the opposing non-throwing team wins.
automatically wins.
Well,
Okay.
I would assume if like drunk Nick walks over and just like collapses on top of the knight, or the king,
Oh,
well, you
yeah,
guys are throwing.
You get a pass on that one.
Stay right there. Don't move.
They're paying attention to little kids.
They are. Good job.
Oh, we're so close.
He normally honks for us too. That's Punisher, dude. He always honks for us. Damn you, kids! Curses, kids!
Dude,
Part of the-
come on.
Part of the game should be you can't move when they start throwing. You gotta take the hit in the shin.
Oh, man.
We could call that Kubb hardcore.
Yeah.
Like when we throw it with we can make the game out of metal. So they're just metal hollow containers. So they go, oh, and then like they make this rattling sound that hurts your ears, and then you're throwing them with spiked steel rods, like jarts on steroids.
They don't have yards anymore. They have.
Oh, come on.
They have Punjab. Is that what you said?
Uber.
Whoa,
You can have a seat.
We usually play this on the side yard or in the back driveway, which is nice to be able to play it out front with everybody else. The side yard sucks because like you're downhill.
Well, yeah,
so one
yeah.
team has to compensate, the other team has to undercompensate.
Whoa,
I'm gonna play ref now.
Okay.
I'm not playing in the game anymore. I'm just gonna play ref.
Because the kids choked him out.
You sure you don't want to join our diet? We're doing a lectin-free diet on Monday.
Actually, it might be a good idea. We'll talk about that later. But right now, I'm playing ref, so shut the fuck up. I'm the officiator.
Actually,
You have
we're
to do
refs.
that
He's the
in
officiant.
here
See the kid right there slugging a bottle down?
and here.
No, I don't think it's here and there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
It is.
actually,
You
I
need
do.
to
In our baseline.
You have to throw it in there.
No, isn't it between?
That's probably the
No.
best officiator in
Yeah,
town.
our
and
king
here.
on this side.
Yeah,
you have to
between
be on our
their
side.
king and the baseline.
Yeah.
You're just lucky I did nothing.
Because actually, the closer you get
And
it
then I
to,
got beat
then
up
you
by a
get to
bunch
hit
of
that.
kids.
Now you have to aim at that first.
That's bullshit. You took my spot over because I got beat up by a bunch of kids.
You chose to.
bullshit.
You chose to quit to get beat
You
up by a
did
bunch of
say
kids.
I wanna
No,
go
I
do
didn't
a
choose to
cartwheel
quit. I
and-
just got. Get away from me. I'm afraid of you.
Oh!
Uncle Nick.
It's not a
No, I'm afraid of you. You
Uh-oh.
just. No, what's up?
She wants
You want to go out
Take a
there?
cry.
Why?
she wants you to play physical exercise game,
Because why?
like run in a circle. Maybe take my kettlebell with
me to
you.
watch you?
Oh,
Dude, that kettlebell is brutal when you're drinking at the end of the night.
even
Like I have no energy. Well, it's not even the doing it part. It's the energy to want to do it is the hardest part.
Kidnapped me.
Hard, super
They
hard.
took me out there. And
We do, because we can see it up here, right?
Mhm.
Mom.
Tell your dad. Don't tell your mom. She wants to go back out there.
The
on the
new
hill.
base.
Yeah, we're gonna call your mom the ferryman. She'll ferry you across the.
go ahead. You go ahead.
Hey, you gotta back
You
up.
throw.
Tanya,
You throw
you
first.
have to back up.
You throw first. I'll walk after the car.
Oh, here comes Doc.
The car
yeah,
that didn't
yeah, yeah.
stop. But he stops here. Alright. Maybe it's a good car.
if you go over there, you can't come back.
Watch out, bud.
That's my minion right there. Kick that shit off.
You get hit out of
Lachlan!
Oh!
Yeah, get him on.
You're getting crazy, boyo.
This tutorial is gonna be a brutal edit.
Come on.
I'm have to just a raw footage it, like just even like include the first take. Uncle Big
Or
Stick.
hit the points where we're actually getting it right.
Well, it's a 360, so you can see when people jump in and out. Unless you actually put a physical transition
Oh, okay.
in. It's hard to sneak a transition.
Yes. Good job.
Goomba cha cha. Uncle Nick, get out of the street.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody get out of the
Yeah, you throw both of those within
How about
the
that?
night,
Yeah, everybody
the
get
king, and the night line. Night line.
Which is, yeah, us here.
Night line. Boom. Okay. One more. You have one. You have 2 attempts on that one now. You have 2 attempts to make that in that zone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because if you get it too far or too close, you can do it again.
There you go.
Okay.
This is a tough throw, Jonesy. Because it's directly behind that thing. This is where the game becomes like chess. It's like Horseshoes meets chess. Because you're like, man, where do we throw this? Like your tactic is a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Damn it. That's it. He's cheating.
Yeah, that one or that one?
No, you got to hit the first one.
one?
Oh yeah, that one or that one. You're right. You're right.
All the movable.
June's not going to be with you for a moment. She's talking to Grandpa Doc. Oh, you can shoot all of them if you wanted, Jonesy.
Just hit that
Try to
button.
hit this one right
You're
here.
a respiratory
knock it over.
therapist. You can't tell me you
And
don't
like
know.
do like an underhand.
Underhand,
like a
underhand and vertical.
Yeah. A little bit more.
Oh,
God damn it. Come on. Look at
Might as well throw it from your regular baseline. So.
I think, like, how do they not win anyway?
What do you mean you guys are gonna win? Look at that.
I thought you said if they had all theirs.
No,
Oh,
no, we still have a movable knife.
Alright, we want.
He just wants a chip. Just feed him a simple
yeah.
card real quick.
The more we have,
Give
the
him a little
better.
stimulus.
Okay.
Give him a little stimulus. I feel like Congress. You just give them a little stimulus. All the crying babies.
A stimulus.
A little stimulus. They'll calm right down. Oh yeah, I got that stimulus. Now I'm hungry again.
Okay, so I can stand here.
Yep. Can't stand past
Yeah,
it.
you gotta stand.
Oh, I know, and then baby.
Hey Gunner.
Baby.
He goes, I'm going for tall boy.
I thought he was coming for you, but he's like, yeah, no, I'm going for the boy.
Pocket full of chips.
Woo!
Max, where's Uncle Joe? His name is. Come here, boy.
What are you doing, baby?
He goes, I'm walking into the sun.
I'm blinded.
Wilder right now. Riding in the sunset. All right.
Did you? I missed it. So proud of you, Carol.
Alright, Lindsay.
Lindsay, watch out.
Yeah, I just don't want to accidentally like whack you in the ankle.
I would love it.
Wow. See? Now I'm like, I'm gonna aim right for her.
Aim towards this way.
Lindsay, you want to beat him? Keep him stimulus.
No.
Yes!
Hey, she stepped over the line.
I did not.
Now,
Nice shot.
Oh no, we gotta.
Oh, now we gotta hit the.
a team must have at least 2 throwing sticks left before it's allowed to try to knock over the king.
We got
This
3.
voids the game being decided on the first round of throws. So this way, you know, 'cause
Right,
clearly
so,
you can
yeah,
only
right.
you can't skunk somebody because you only have 6 sticks. So
Right.
so now you have 3, so you're allowed to shoot at it, but you have to shoot at it from the original baseline.
Which is okay.
Right.
Come on, Justin.
So I keep this because every year I forget because
No,
I
it's
play
good,
I play like 3 or 4 times a
I'd
year.
rather go step by step and go, oh, okay. Yay!
And that is game over, ladies and gentlemen.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Thanks for watching the tutorial, folks.
Well, first, like,